Good afternoon. Welcome to Corner Copa. We are back. We have with a game recap. The Tigers just beat the Toronto Blue Jays 7-3, giving us 5 games in a row, and the Tigers continuing their success post All-Star break. Faeda got the win today. It did not have a promising start to the game. Reese Olson left after 2 innings. Faedo took over. We got to see Kenna Maeda, Tyler Holden, and I believe Sheldon Miller concluded the game. But the Tigers continue their success and continue to apply pressure to the front office to make a decision on whether we are buying or selling. You see the title, buy, buy, buy. And the Tigers are on a roll right now. They got to be one of the hotter teams in baseball at this point. But the big hit in the ball game was the grand slam by Jake Rogers. He nearly struck out. He just foul tipped the ball that the catcher was not able to hold on to. It led to a home run. You know, it just seems to be like when bad teams are struggling, situations like that continue to happen. And when things are going well, you have good fortune like that. Andy Ibanez, of course, he started today's ball game because they went up against a left-handed pitcher, and he continued his success and clutch hitting opportunities. One time against the lefty, got the triple RBI triple, and then against the righty, he got a single as well. But overall, the Tigers continue to scrap and fight and make things interesting because if they continue on the pace that they're on, especially going up against AL Central foes. Obviously, the Toronto Blue Jays are in the AL East, but if they can continue the success against the Royals, the Guardians, and the Twins, it is going to get real interesting moving forward. Obviously, we continue to have injuries. Hopefully, Reese Olson is okay, but when you can send guys like Scooble and Flaherty and hey, every once in a while Kiter Montero has a decent performance. If you can continue to have guys like that come up, you know, you bring back a Kerry Carpenter, a Casey Mize, and you really might be onto something. So yeah, but outside of that, we had some good work from the bullpen. Kenna Maeda did give up a 2-run home run to Vladimir Guerrero, and Vladimir Guerrero is exactly the dangerous power hitter that we need in the middle of our lineup. You got a guy that always is a threat to go yard. You got to keep runners off base when he's up because he's going to put a couple runs on the board. And as you can see, big home runs such as the one that Jake Rogers had can really swing the momentum of the game. Canna went yard yesterday, and so did Wensil Perez, the two guys that are pictured in this graphic if you're watching on YouTube. But yeah, timely home runs and just timely hitting overall can go a really long way. And to be honest, if we can get our bullpen together, we can keep a consistent, healthy starting pitching staff, and you know, one or two power bats, which I'm kind of asking for a lot, but essentially we have all of that in our roster outside of that big bat. If Mize can come back and be successful for us, and you know, the bullpen that we have currently, early in the year they were solid. It's just been as of recently, the last month and a half, they've been very shaky. It's been kind of scary to watch pretty much anybody go up to pitch outside of Tyler Holden. But yeah, obviously the Tigers are not done. They could have easily fell flat coming out of the break with us kind of breaking the momentum that we had. But the Tigers are really going to try to make something of this season, and I'm here for it. We're gonna, you know, fully break down. Obviously, it's a short week. We've been on the All-Star break for most of the week, so we really only have the 3 games this series to talk about going into Sunday. But hopefully, we're talking about the Tigers sweeping the series and really making strong consideration as to what we're going to do for the rest of the break. Obviously, Flaherty could possibly still be on the move, but rumor has it right now, Skubal might be staying put for the time being, and I totally understand. I mean, it makes sense at this point, especially with the success that we're having right now and us having 2.5 years of control over his contract. It's looking really, really possible that we're only a bat or two away from being a legitimate World Series candidate, or just a playoff team. And once you get into the playoffs, you got 3 strong pitchers, things can get real interesting. And in baseball is a momentum sport where if things are clicking at the right time, you can really do some damage. Wild card teams have been known to make runs in the World Series or in the playoffs, and this is a team that everything is clicking. The chemistry seems to be there. The energy right. The energy is right. The culture is strong right now, and we can really make some things happen. We have a good mix of young and veteran presence on our team. As you can see in that collective right there, you got Jake Rogers, you got a young guy like Wenceel Perez, but you got a Vierling who's played in meaningful World Series and playoff baseball. Mark Canha has been in the league for 10 plus years. You got a good mix of guys that are feeling it right now. And it just seems like everything is going right. We only won by 1 run yesterday. We had big timely hits today and solid bullpen play today. So yeah, we got a good recipe right now. My dog June in the building right now. We are 48-50 right now, I believe. We are creeping up on 500 baseball. I haven't had a chance to look at the standings, but we were 6 games out of the wild card race. Yes, as of yesterday. And I think we're like 1 game behind the Mariners. No, we're 1 game behind somebody before this game today. So we are swiftly moving up the standings, and with some ball games coming up against divisional opponents, we have a real opportunity to make some moves. And like I said, we're the hottest team in baseball right now. There is not a hotter team in baseball. I think we've won 10 of 12 or something along those lines. So, but we're going to elaborate on that more. I was just feeling the energy after another good ball game today. But check me and Coach out tomorrow. We're going to have a full show where we're going to talk about it all. Please subscribe to Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube for the live, the live footage as things are happening. And of course, subscribe to Corner to Copa. We give you live roster updates, live full shows, and player profiles as well. We got about, I think we got 8-9 player profiles out there breaking down all your favorite Detroit Tigers and minor league prospects as well. It's your boy Foster Child. I'm out of here. And if you are a Detroit Lions fan, me and June got a show coming up in the next hour or so where we're going to be talking about the training camp and going into the NFL season. Let me see what June's talking about here. Yeah, check out. I want to see. June says, I need to see the standings. I want to know how many games behind the division leader the Tigers are. We are quite a bit behind in the actual division, but we are no more than 6 games out of the wild card, possibly 5, depending on what everybody does above us today. But yeah, we're not in the divisional race at this exact moment, but we might be able to make some moves in the wild card. But yeah, check us out. We're about to go live and talk Detroit Lions, but I just wanted to go live about our Detroit Tigers real quick. It's your boy Foster Child. I'm out.